getting ready to hammer out a chest and triceps and some shoulder work, and it's pretty early. I love early. I can really hit a good energy in the early morning. That's my most preferred time to work out. So I'm what I'm doing. This is a bar by Metrics. It's the Big 100, 30 grams of protein, but it's loaded with carbs. So how I do my diet is I really nail the protein. I count the protein all day. And but before my workout and after my workout, I always include some sort of carbs with that. Kind of like if I'm gonna have a protein drink before my workout, that's only half. You know, you have to have fuel to go. You need the gas tank full. So sometimes before my workout, I'll have a banana and an apple with that protein, and that just gets me rolling. And then what I'll do is afterwards I'll finish a workout with just a mega protein drink. I'll mix a protein drink with some bananas, some berries, and because your body needs those carbs to build, for building strength. That's the key to pushing that bench up there. That's the key to improving your deadlift. That's the key to improving your leg work. So this morning, I didn't feel like eating a banana and an apple and the protein. So these metric bars, the big 100s, I keep these around. I buy them 2 or 3 boxes at a time, and I don't eat them all the time, but when I need them, they're there. I don't like the sweetness of them. They're so sweet. But I love black coffee. So this is a really good way to get rocking and rolling. And I drink my coffee black. I like it extra dark roast. And so that caffeine in that coffee, I'm going to be rocking and rolling here pretty quick. So what I do is I'm eating this, drinking my coffee. I'm spending time with the Lord, reading my Bible. I will read 2 chapters. I like that because for me, I read and comprehend better with a clear mind, especially in the morning or in the evening when you still have energy. Okay? So if there's a topic that you are reading and you want to comprehend the best, like right now where my energy is getting going, my mind's alive, I read and I contain that. So I will spend a little time in the mornings getting into my reading my Bible. I'm very regular with that. And by the time I get done reading that, then I will go into my stretch routine, kind of a little warm up, and I'll be ready to start out with bench. So that's what I'm doing. So as soon as I finish this in my reading, we'll get rolling on the bench. But you might want to check out these metric bars, the big 100s, just for that purpose. Now for bodybuilding or what, I don't do that. I don't do that. I'm here, if I put some muscle mass on, I'm fine with that. But I'm just a gym rat, improving on the strength. I feel good every day. I look decent every day. I'm not worried about if I weigh, uh, 250 solid muscle. I don't care about that. I just here to enjoy the journey and feel good. So, all right, we'll get rolling here pretty quick. Almost. All right, guys. It does not surprise me that I slipped my bar on that last set. For 3 weeks, I've been struggling with this cough, and it's really done a number on my asthma. So my grip is lacking. I didn't worry about slipping the bar. No big deal. When you have your spotters set up the way you need to have them set up, and I'm not going to hurt this power rack. This power rack weighs 835 pounds, so I'm not worried about that. So then we got to ask ourselves, was that a failure? It would be a failure if I neglected to have my spotter arms set up properly. It would be even bigger failure if I stopped there and didn't say, all right, get the Texas Power Bar on there, a bar with more aggressive and knurling, and really watch my grip. That's where I can tell I'm weak this morning, is just my grip. Just trying to get back on top of feeling good again. So if I don't do this, then the correction for this is I'm going to try this. If I can't pull it off, then the correction is to drop down and get the reps in under the load. That's going to be the correction of me getting back in to get my strength built back up. So, all right, Go Texas Power Bar. Here we go. We're going to see how this works. All right, so the other side to this is I've jumped a considerable jump from the last bench to now. So it's quite a bit more of a load. And I'm just coming up out of this funk of not feeling good, you know, but that's okay. It's all right. So one thing on my channel, I've never hidden anything from my viewers. It's like, you know, if you see a failure, you're going to see a failure. That's just how it is. Because, you know, if I never had a failure, and then you had a failure, you'd think that you're the only one that ever had a failure. In no way. You know, this happens, and that's why you have to have your spotter arms set proper to protect you. I'll always say, you have to get set up to protect yourself, okay? And always pay attention to what you're doing. Here we go. All right. Danger, danger, danger. Ah, I love this bar. I love this Texas power bar. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah. Here we go. Yes. I won. Yeah. With Texas Power Bar. Oh. Man, I love that. Oh. So, this is really great. I mean, this is 250. You know, I wanted 245. And, you know, I slipped the bar, you know. That's a catastrophe. If you're in the weight club, and you don't have anybody, and you don't have the mechanical spotters, that's a catastrophe, okay? That's a catastrophe if you have your home gym and you don't have spotters, okay? But when you have a power rack and you have, I'm going to tell you guys this. When you have your power rack set up like this, if you've been following my channel over time, you've seen that I put a lot of effort into putting those spotters right where they need to be. You've seen me rolling it and stuff, making sure it cleared, because it ensures me that I can push the limits. Think about it. You're not going to get hurt, right? Bar's going to slip, bar's going to land, and you're like, all right, slip out of this, re-rack, and go. The cure for this ultimately is just to drop your weights and get back under your grip for a few sets, right? So for me to throw that 250 on, that's a wish and a hope, but I did it. I didn't do it 5, but I did it. And so now, something I really learned is how much more an aggressive knurling helps. And I knew that. I've been using this a bar by Barbell Standard because I haven't had any limitations yet. My limitations has been what I can push. Now I hit this limitation of slipping, and that's what caused all that. So now going forward, I need to keep this this heavy knurling in position. And I knew sooner or later I was going to come to that to where you just need that glove ripping knurling on there so you can really support that bar. So now it would be a failure if I stopped here and didn't drop down for some reps and really get reacquainted with my grip, you know. And this is where, listen very carefully to what I'm about to tell you. You can go And you can do all the forearm workouts you want, okay? But when you do that, you have to do it in addition to lifting heavy with things like deadlift, things like anything where you're, doing compound moves, where your whole body's utilizing that. Your isolated forearm workouts are great when they're additive to the bigger moves, okay? So for me right now to say, well, I'm going to go do some forearm curls, no. Drop your weight and get into the trenches and push it out and get these working with all of this. That's the training. That's the weight training. And then if you want to go and add forearms on top of that, go for it. Nothing wrong with that, okay? Here we go. All right, boys and girls, get your spotters set, and you know what? Winners never quit, right? Here we go.